Hello, and welcome to the inaugural WADIC convention, held in the picturesque Southern Highlands of New South Wales in July 2008. The following speakers, local and international, are all experts in their respective fields and give detailed personal accounts of their experiences of the developments in the industry. We're sure you'll find these presentations informative and relevant to window and door manufacturing and retail and its associated industries. We'll now hear from WADIC President Glen Johnston with his opening presentation.
I'd like to thank you all for spending some valuable time here with us. I know that at the moment times are tough, business is tough, and getting away from your business is even tougher. Last night I said a very quick few words and welcomed a few very important people along to share some time with us. I might just run through those again. We have a number of people who have travelled across the seas to be with us for this special couple of days. Again, Jack Draper, who's sitting over here, has joined us from Vancouver in Canada, which is a huge effort. We also have a visitor from Germany. He'll be joining us during the course of the next 2 days. During the next 2 days, there is going to be close to 100 people who will participate in this little conference. Of course, they will attend as time permits them to do so. For all of you who have joined us from point one, hopefully you're staying right through to the end, which is tomorrow lunchtime. If you can, great. If you can't, and all you're doing is spending a few sessions, a few hours or half a day, whatever, we thank you. We know it's a big effort and we do appreciate it. I suppose the reason for this summit is there is a lot of changes that are happening in our industry. For many of us who have been in the trade, I certainly have been involved in joinery since 1979, and I know a lot of people here have been involved in windows and doors and associated parts of the industry for longer than that. And for probably for the majority of our my time in the industry, there wasn't a lot of change at all. We were left to carry on producing, obviously, quality products, and pride of workmanship pretty much kept us in business. And I like to think that will always be the case. I don't think those things will ever go to fashion. But what has happened in the last 10 years, certainly since 1999-2000, when AS 2047 came into our lives with a rush and scared us all half to death, and since in the ensuing sort of 8 or 9 years, change is certainly a word that is big in our industry. But change itself is not reason to have any great fear if you understand the change. The greatest change that we see looming and arriving very shortly is energy rating of windows. If you sit back and ignore it, it will be scary and it will affect your business. If you stay involved and attend things like this, you'll learn that whilst it's fairly intricate and it's very scientific, it's certainly very solvable. WADIC's role is to help gather the people that have the influence and make the decisions and deliver the facts to you as clearly as we can so that your business can embrace these changes and move forward. Ignorance won't be an excuse. You must and will have to comply with energy ratings in the very near future. These changes will be to the benefit of people who manufacture timber windows. During the course of the next day and a half, you'll hear from various people, some very learned people, who will back that up, I'm sure. Timber has a distinct advantage over the alternatives that windows are made from, and as I said, you will hear some facts and figures. Really, what we've got some key ingredients which we use to assemble and manufacture things. We obviously, in our own businesses, are more than assemblers. We grab this timber and we knock it into all different sort of shapes and sizes to suit our needs and our customers' needs. But the people we have assembled, if you go through your program, you'll see we're starting off with timber, and we've got people who are talking to us from both the international side of things to fill us in, and also we have some speakers who are handling the domestic side, the hardwood side, which obviously Australia, although one country, 6 states, it certainly has its own little areas where people use timbers to suit a whole range of reasons. We go through, we've got people coming and talking to you from the glass side of things, so Moen Glass and these sort of people who can fill you in onto the latest technologies and techniques in using glass. For all of those who've been to the WADIC show and the WISA show and spent some money, we thought we'd better bring a banker along to help you leave here knowing how you're going to sort out all the dramas and what you've spent over the last few days. We have OH&S, a very important issue, and a bit like energy, scary if you don't jump in and find out about it And I really hope that during the course of the next few days, as each speaker delivers their presentation, that you're comfortable to ask questions, because we have allocated, as you know, at the end of the last 15 minutes or thereabouts of each speaker, there is a 15-minute portion set aside for those people to answer questions. It's very rare, and we're honoured to be able to gather the sort of minds and intellect that will be here today. It'd be a great shame if you left here with some questions you wished you'd asked and you didn't. And I've spoken to a few of the presenters, and we'll talk to all of them during the course of the next 2 days. And they're very keen to hear what you people have to say, because without your questions, they themselves may find things they may need to go away and look up themselves. We have many people who have contributed to this conference being able to be put forward to you, and they are our sponsors. And on the rear of your program, I'd like you to make sure you spend some time to look and see who they are. And if we just have a quick look, you'll see that they have been people who have been involved in our industry for many years, and they continue to support what we do. And I really do think that for this industry to stay strong, we need to return the support that they have shown us for so long. Namely, we have Timbeck Cedar Products, who have always been held in high regard, along with our Oregon Sales, that the parent in Brisbane, do a power of work supporting what we do. WADIC Group, obviously those who've been over with them the last few days, it's quite obvious, they take this whole industry very seriously as well. The SE Group, similarly, in the same line of work. We have EMB Woodman, computer packages that obviously can help your business. Australian Lock Company. We've got Moen Glass, as I said before. We have Tabmar, who are an association who also, like us, are always trying to find ways to stay relevant to their members, and it can be a battle at times. We have a number of people. Colin Fitzpatrick, the CEO, will be here to talk to us and pass on a lot of knowledge from this side of the world, and Orica Wood Care, who have kindly chipped in to help us out. With those people, of course, a couple of people have gone, 4 people in particular have gone the extra bit and become exhibitors. And as you can see behind us there, we're not just talking about a table and a few brochures. These people have taken a lot of time and a lot of effort into putting forward what they do. So please make sure that over the next day and a half, get up, have a look at what they've done, talk to them, and let them know that it's certainly welcomed and appreciated what they've done. So please, sit back, enjoy it, write down your questions, please ask them. The time frame's fairly tight, so if we don't get to your question, don't get too upset. The speakers will be here, and I'm sure that during the breaks and coffee breaks and lunch and dinners, they'll be more than happy for you to go and investigate further the things that you need to know. So that's it, we're off and running. Thank you for your attendance, and I hope the day is everything you hope it would be. Thank you very much.